I'm not joking. They come out with amulets and stuff and say, you have, you have cancelled my flight. Thunder will strike you. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. So this may be the reason why you don't see some of those things. But aside that, the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority have put something in place. They call it the Consumer Protection Department. As a matter of fact, is in the Nigerian Civil Aviation Regulation, Part 19, that enumerates the rights of the customer when there are disruptions. And also understand the fact that the airline is also a customer to the NCAA.
Yes.
So the responsibility of the airline is there and the rights of the passengers are there. So if you know these things, there will be no need for you to engage yourself in any physical combat with the airline when you have disruptions. Which is one of the things I've said as well, that the NCAA needs to do a deliberate sensitization of the Nigerian flying public, letting them understand what they are entitled to in different scenarios. When you have protracted delays, you have a cancellation, there are things that you are entitled to. One of them is, number one, which you mentioned, is timely communication. When there's a disruption, I want to know as a passenger, you are entitled to know why and the duration of that
Sorry,
disruption.
let me cut you because there's this situation that has been in my head and it's so funny. This particular airline has done it like 2 or 3 times in a short while that I know. So your flight is supposed to leave at 5 p.m. They tell you it has been brought forward to 3 p.m. Then you rush to the airport and then the flight doesn't depart until 9 p.m. That one is like, it's extreme because what made you not leave a peaceful flight of 5 p.m. at 5? You now brought it to 3. So the person automatically leaves whatever they were doing in town,
And
rushes
become
out
early.
about 1 p.m. to be able to meet up, for like a 3 p.m. departure. Most times it's out of Abuja. And then they get there and then there's no information. You just notice that they don't call that flight until like 9 p.m.
People
How
become
do
restless.
you handle that kind of situation? Because I don't think there's any explanation.
There's always an explanation. But the thing is for you to find it plausible enough to believe. Now, thing is this. As an airline, you can change your schedule. But the thing is this. The CA has put up a procedure. Anything can happen.
I agree.
And what we always practice, or what we preach enough to practice, is safety over everything else. Your comfortability is not in any way on the same pedestal as safety. If I will fly safe only when I fly late, then fly late, please.
Okay.
Do you get? So, but the thing is, whatever happens, the onus lies on the airline to effectively communicate those changes per time to the passengers. And another thing that airlines do is what we call interline agreements.
Okay.
Meaning, if I can't take you from Lagos to Abuja at a certain time, and I have an understanding with another airline who can do that at that time, I can move you to that airline. It's called reprotection. So I reprotect you.
Does that happen in Nigeria? Has that ever happened to you?
It does. Maybe not to you.
Really?
It does.
No, has it even ever happened? Let's even.
No, I like I said, I'm not holding brief for all the airlines, but the airline I represent,
Okay.
we do that as the need arises. Yes, both locally, regionally, and internationally. Yes.
They will now put you on airlines.
Airline, yes.
Based on.
I've had that experience.
Okay, why you probably would not,
Nigeria,
you would have. No, it happens. It's the thing I was talking about, sensitization. You understand? These things exist.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we'll ask the audience to tell us if they've ever had that kind of experience. And then we'll get back to you. We'll have you back in the studio as we read the responses from the traveling public.
No, but it's true now.
Since Mr. Ifeanyi, I can call him Mr. Ifeanyi, right? I like to call people by their native names. Since Mr. Ifeanyi here says he hasn't had that experience and he's traveled a lot of times, I also, representing the traveling public, haven't had such experience.
No, but I know of a whole lot of people who've had that experience because
Okay.
I have handled so many by myself while I was working with different airlines. So it's not something specific to the airline I currently represent.
But be specific, airlines in Nigeria
In
on
Nigeria,
local routes.
local routes, international routes, regional routes.
So international, I can understand because I think whatever the laws guiding international travel is,
Yeah.
I think they seem to be more adhered to than locally.
No, they are adhered to locally as well because the NCA will be on your neck if you don't do those things. But what we should understand now is that these interline agreements don't exist
I'm trying to
with
ask
all
NCAA.
airlines.
I was trying to ask them, NCAA, are you on the airlines next?
No, they are. You have airlines. No,
Okay.
go to the internet. You see it. There are airlines that have been sanctioned for not taking care of passengers when there are disruptions, even up to baggage issues. Yeah, I know a few of them. If you check the internet, you see that. And what people don't understand, like I was trying to explain to you earlier, the NCAA has what we call CPOs, consumer protection officers, in every terminal of every airport in Nigeria. That's why I'm saying, instead of get angry, go look for the CPOs and complain to them.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Oh, but that's good to know.
They are going to handle your issues like it's their own. Do you get what I'm saying? Like the lawyers will say, instead of getting mad, sue the person to court.
Yes.
So they are the police of the industry.
Yeah.
They are always there. Matter of fact, if you're having a disruption, it is your obligation as an airline to go meet them and tell them these are the issues we're having on XYZ flight. Now, when you have to address the passengers, they come and stand with you because they are NCA. It's not going to look like you are lying to the customers.
Yes.
The NCA, they are already in the know of what's going on with your airline, and they can also say, yes, we are aware. So let's give them this number of minutes to address their issues.
Another factor is this: stomach infrastructure. When you give someone from 6:30 a.m. the person is supposed to depart to 3 p.m. and the person is just there. Probably the person's plan was to get to the next destination and take breakfast. And then you keep someone till 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Most of the time, nothing is being done. Maybe the customer is left to go and handle him or herself. Is that right?
No, it's not right. And again, if you read part 19 of the Nigerian Civil Aviation Regulations, you have it. That's the question. That's the problem. A lot of Nigerians don't read.
Where can they get it?
It's online.
It's
Go
online.
on your browser and check NCA regulations. Part 19 is there. It's available for everybody to see.
Online.
Normally, if there's a disruption, it works per hours. If you're delayed for over an hour,
Yes.
the airline has a responsibility to you as the customer to give you their phone to make a call to whoever you're going to meet.
Hey.
That guy, I can't make it to my flight is delayed for so whatever. Yes, it is written there in black and white. It is not make believe. It's not
These are all the things we are missing out.
because you do not read. You
No.
don't know it exists.
We need you.
Then
Let me not say anything.
listen.
I'm
Then
listening.
after 2 hours, you are entitled to refreshment. Now it could be light refreshment, probably cakes and some
Or juice, water.
exactly, and all of that. Once it crosses 2 hours, you're entitled to a warm meal. That means you can ask for unkwobi
Hey.
and whatever and pounded yam. No, I'm not joking.
I will.
No, you can.
This
can
is
ask for that.
exciting.
Then once it crosses 3 hours,
Okay.
you are entitled to a full refund based on how you purchased your ticket.
Okay.
If you bought online, you can be refunded online. That has a span of about 14 days, like 2 weeks.
Okay.
But if you paid across the counter, you are entitled to immediate refund at that spot. Now, if what you're asking for is not a refund, maybe a modification to another
Yes,
time and all of that will be done for you at no extra cost. You're not paying anything. Like, okay, you guys have delayed me till now. I've called my partner at the other end. we are canceling. So I'm going on this trip by next week, Thursday. The airline takes your ticket, modifies you there and then. Not that's not futuristic. There and then for the flight of your choice at no extra cost. And if for any reason at all,
Okay.
your flight is cancelled 1 minute after 10 p.m. at night, the airline is under obligation to put you in a hotel. Now,
This
do you know why I'm saying these things authoritatively? I
why?
have done it. Working for different
Ah.
airlines. I have done it. It's not something I'm thinking, okay, it's written and it's not implemented. This is documented and implemented. If it is not implemented, all you need to do is get across to the CPOs. That's the Consumer Protection Officers of NC at the airport. The airline will be sanctioned. And trust me, sanction that comes from the government it's not cheap. So every airline naturally will try to avoid those kind of sanctions. And one thing I must say here, I must say it really loud and clear. Cancellations are not in the favor of airlines. They are losing a ton of money. So it's a last resort.
Oh.
It's a last resort. So nobody enjoys it when a flight is cancelled.
Because the way some airlines cancel flights, you think it's just like again, cancel it. Cancel.
No, it's like
I'm telling you, that's how it looks.
like that. Because there are a lot of preparations you do before a flight, and all of these things cost money, and they are not refundable. You have taken fuel, you have taken catering, you have done all of that. Your crew flight hours they are counting.
In this Nigeria.
In this Nigeria, why do you guys always feel things don't work in Nigeria? It works. But like I was telling him, until you are aware of these things and begin to demand for them, you probably will not get them. Now, what do we get now? Passengers get irate, they get angry, uninformed, they take laws into their hands.
Yeah.
You beat up an airline staff, bro, I promise you, if they press charges, you are going to jail. They are even, now, the NCA is empowered to prosecute. Most people don't know that again because we don't read. Like I said, the NCA is consumer protection. We are customers to NCA. Passengers are customers to NCA as well. So if we default, the NCA will sanction us. If passengers default, the NCA also will sanction them.
Okay.
NCA can arraign you in court and prosecute you and send you to jail.
Wow.
If you cut out of line.
Okay.
And another thing I need to also bring down here is that passengers have this erroneous idea that the systems at the airport, the computers, and all those things at the airport belong to the airline. False. They don't belong to the airline.
What do they belong?
They belong to the Federal Airport Authorities of Nigeria. So if airline A cancels your flight and you want to take it out on them and you go and bring computer, bros, you will not buy a computer, you will pay. You will pay to the Federal Airport Authorities of Nigeria. I've seen it happen not once, not twice, not 30 times. They'll take you
those
in, you
videos
pay.
we see online of people just hitting people, the airlines computers. Okay,
It's not the airlines
the
computer.
government computer.
Exactly.
You mean they pay?
When you are done with your fury and your rage and you are calmed down, the airport security will come and say, "Hello, sir, please come with us."
Oh, really?
They will show you your footage and tell you that, okay, one, do you want us to prosecute or you want to just pay for the damages that you've done? Naturally.
This is already by Mama.
What if when they invite the customer doesn't come along?
There's no, you are there, you are at the airport.
I can just be going.
You can't just be going when you have destroyed something. What's the essence of security? They know you are the one that destroyed it. They are waiting for you somewhere. You can't go. I know a good number of celebrities who are, I can't mention names now for obvious reasons, that they acted that way. There's a particular that does it all the time. And each time he does it, he pays.
He or she, I want to go and Google.
Okay. Eat. Let me not drink so you don't start having bright ideas. Okay, so it doesn't belong to the airline, it belongs to the government. And aside the fact that they will ask you to pay, they can press charges. They can press charges. So the ideal thing to do whenever there is a disruption whenever there's a cancellation or a protracted delay, is number one, engage with the airline. You have delayed me for XYZ number of hours. What options are open to me? That is where the interline thing comes into play.
Okay.
Okay, can you wait to go on this airline at XYZ time? No, it's not comfortable or convenient for me. All right, what if you use another airline that's available now to your destination, and on your return, you can use this same ticket at no extra cost? Most airlines have tickets that are valid for 12 months.
Yeah.
So if there's a structure like that, you can explore the option of, okay, since I can't use you now, maybe when I'm coming back, I'll use this ticket. Worst case scenario, okay, you delayed me for XYZ number of hours. I've called my friend, he's bringing a private jet. I won't have any need for this ticket in another 1 year. I want my money back. Then the question will now arise, how did you buy the ticket? Did you buy it through an agent? If you bought through an agent, you have to get your refund through an agent. If you bought online, you have to wait at least 14 days before your money is refunded to you. Sometimes it's 30 days. It's clearly written there on the terms and conditions of carriage.
Okay.
So before your money is returned to you. But every time it is seen that those tickets or your ticket was purchased across the counter, your money is paid to you instantaneously by cash.
Okay.
I have another scenario I want you to address. Okay, last year, a friend was going to Kenya. So I drove into the airport, but due to traffic, not the delay from the airport, but due to a lot of traffic on the way, we got there like 30 minutes before the actual time of departure. And we are held back. They said we can't move again, and so on. We tried, they said we can't move again. Okay, we were made to pay extra 200 and something thousand for him to move the next day.
Yes.
But then the surprising part of the whole issue was that flight still didn't move by 1. It was shifted to about 3 or 4, but he was still not allowed. So how can you address that?
It was still not allowed. Why?
We paid. He still came late.
No, if I
Like
understand
they've
you clearly,
checked them already.
you said he came late. They didn't take him on that particular flight. He was
Yeah.
now moved to another flight.
He had to pay.
Paid for another flight.
Yes,
Yeah,
but that particular flight didn't still move that specified time.
They said he was late for.
Yes, it was still delayed.
For another 2-3 hours. He was denied boarding.
Well, that could be for so many reasons. You understand? Like in my opinion,
Yes.
if I'm running a delay on a flight and somebody comes late, and I'm well aware of the fact that the flight the person was supposed to be on is still available, why I'll take them. In my opinion, I'll take them.
So that's a personal factor.
That's not personal. It's dependent on who's handling, on the airline that's handling.
Okay.
Now, the only reason why an airline would not take you on a flight that's supposed to be your flight, even when the flight is delayed, is when they are overbooked.
Okay.
Meaning, there's no way I'm taking you to the flight is full, but you cannot claim any damages because you came late.
So that answered it.
You came late.
It.
And again,
This
why?
seat has been solved.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the airline has a right to do that.
Okay.
That's why they have counter closure times. There's what we call a wait list in airlines, meaning that I have the capacity of my aircraft is 130.
Okay.
I have sold 130. That means it's a full flight.
Yes.
But somebody wants to see if there is any case of a no-show,
Okay.
so that they can buy into that particular flight. Now, we have what we call counter closure time.
Okay.
So when my counter is closed,
Yes.
that means I am not going to be able to accept anybody else into that flight. At that time, I can now execute my wait list.
Oh.
Like this person did not buy any ticket before, but they are right here. The man that bought the ticket is not anywhere near the airport. And one thing is that seats in an aircraft, they are perishable goods.
Yes.
Once a seat goes empty,
Yes.
you have lost that amount, even if you have collected money for it, but it's perishable.
Yeah.
So instead of doing that, airlines world over, it's not particular to Nigerian airlines,
Okay.
it's world over. They maximize their profits by selling off those seats at that time.
Yeah.
So once they sell it off, whether the flight is now delayed for 10 hours or whatever, it's no longer your concern because you have missed your flight fair and
You've
square.
answered the question.
Fair and square. And
That
that seat
answers
is
the
gone.
question.
So you have to still pay your modification charges for the next flight.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that answers it very well.
Yeah, I agree. That really answers it. It means the seat did not exist anymore.
It's no longer.
So it had to go. Thank you so much for all of this very insightful, information that you've given us. Based on this, are there like one or two things you have learned differently? Are there things that you're going to take with you next, so that next time you're traveling and you probably encounter a delay, there will be something you will do differently? Let's
Yes. At least I know that I have some rights now that I can execute, and also like people to meet, to ask some questions and the rest of it. So yes, of course, and I'll try that.
Thank you. I will.
But I'm not hoping to get a delay. but if peradventure it happens, I'll try that.
So the truth is, once one is traveling, if you've left your house, once one is traveling and you've left your house, you want to make sure you go on that flight.
Yes.
You don't want to even be delayed or seek for a compensation. Thank you very much. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready with me. Welcome to Air Ready by Mama. This is Air Ready by Mama.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. Mr. Ifeanyi, I hope that most of the questions you came here with have been answered.
Yes, they have been answered to a large extent, but I would love to experience them. Then I'll give my conclusion.
We will follow you up on that. Definitely.
Yes.
So, Mr. Aminu Issa Suleiman,
Yes, ma'am.
would you like to tell us what the government and airlines can do differently or do better?
Well, yes, I'll start first with the government. They can improve on infrastructure. Like I mentioned earlier regarding the incident in Asaba,
Okay.
they can make do with better perimeter fencing around, airport facilities and all of that. They can also improve staffing, staff strength at some of these airports, get more equipment for screening so we can do a lot of things, based on volume simultaneously and not squeezing everybody into one small hole and creating delays for us. And on the part of the airlines, what I think they should do is to improve their maintenance culture, like I said.
Okay.
Rather than wait for things to go bad before they now start running from pillar to post to fix problems, they can always have a very rich store of spares on their aircraft. So that when there's a breakdown somewhere, the turnaround time of maintenance will be shorter
Okay.
and more effective. Then again, another thing I think the government should take seriously is not just about, you cannot stop delays or stop cancellations, they come with the business, but you can manage them better. And management will come with conscientizing the public.
Okay.
So there has to be a deliberate public enlightenment program by the NCA, in effect the government,
Okay.
to passengers that when your flight is delayed, don't break things all around the airport, beat people up and all that. We are not in some kind of anarchy. There's a government, there are procedures to these things. Report effectively. That's why you have CPOs, that's consumer protection officers in all of the airports. Report to them, have these things documented, and hold your airline responsible. Once that is being done, it will make the airlines, even under the pressure of passengers' requests, want to do better. Because it's a competitive market.
Yeah.
If I know that if I'm flying airline B and there's a disruption, I get A, B, C done without any force, airline B will be under compulsion to do the same things. Because like I said, delays, cancellations will always happen for so many reasons. There's the airline reason, there's the government reason airport facilities, and there's the God factor as well. When there's a God factor, there's nothing that comes to either party.
Yes.
If there's excessive rain in Asaba, you understand, and the flight is cancelled because I can't land in Asaba because of adverse weather, it's what we now call a force majeure. It's not your fault as a customer, it's not my fault as the airline. I have the equipment, I want to go, but guy, I can't land there. It's not safe to land there. Would you rather allow me take you and play with your life? You understand? So when all of these issues are understood by both parties, the airline and the customers, we'll say that there will be minimal issues. Communication is key. That's the point.
Absolutely.
Effective communication.
Effective communication,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Absolutely, we agree. So that means that while delays cannot be completely avoided, there are things that can be done to manage the situation better. Thank you very much. We'll be moving on to the next segment. And in this segment, you pick a location and then you tell us the fun thing about it.
What if I haven't been there?
Just give us an idea. I'm sure you'll be able to. They are popular locations, please.
Should I?
Yes. So what's yours? Can we hear? What's your location?
Mine says Nigeria.
Can we exchange? Mine is Turkey.
Turkey.
Mine is Turkey.
Turkey. I've never been to Turkey.
I've not been to Turkey.
But you've been to Nigeria.
I live in Nigeria.
So what's the fun thing about Nigeria?
Nigerians are fun people, and there is actually no telling what you can achieve as a Nigerian. I think it's the poverty mentality, that aspect that tells you, my guy, you can't afford to fail. So you just have to keep trying because there's somebody at home waiting for you to excel. So the Nigerian space is, I'd rather not be anywhere else or any other nationality than Nigeria. So Nigeria is a very fun place to be. We have beautiful beaches. We have landscape that have not yet been explored enough. A lot of tourist attractions that are still being underutilized, in my opinion. So maybe when I get into power in government, I'll probably make all these things active.
We're waiting for you. We're rooting for you.
Yeah.
So let's hear what you picked and the fun.
I picked Turkey and I've not been there. So I think I wouldn't have an answer to this for now.
Okay. But when you hear Turkey, what comes to mind?
Istanbul. I have friends there.
Okay. All right. So if you could solve one problem in Nigeria, what would it be?
What problem could I solve? It would be streamed down to my line of work, either engineering or digital marketing, which I have vast of problems I'm already solving and I will still solve. Is in process.
Okay.
Yes.
If you could solve one problem in the aviation industry and one problem in Nigeria, what would it be?
Okay, one problem in the aviation industry would be to cut down the number of double taxation that already exists. You see, people see their tickets, they're very expensive. They think all the money goes to the airline. That's not true. There are about 17 taxes attached to each ticket you buy, and most of these taxes are similar. So if there's one thing I'd like to change is to ensure that we streamline on those taxes so that passengers will be encouraged to travel by air. We have only 4% of Nigerians that travel by air. It looks big compared to other countries in Africa because of our population. Yeah, but we should have much more than that.
Okay.
If it's affordable, people will definitely use it. Then as a Nigerian, what I'd like to change, I hate to say this, but it's just the truth. Other countries have natural disasters, they have landslide, they have tsunamis, they have volcanic eruptions and all that. The problem we have here is leadership.
Okay.
We need to have better leadership that are accountable to the people, that are not selfish, that are looking to leave a legacy, not just come and harvest from their motherland and relocate someplace else.
Okay.
So leadership in my opinion, should be more effective.
All right, thank you very much. And now we'll go into the next segment where we want to do some exercise.
Oh, really?
Yes, are we ready? All right, so moving to the next segment, we get to exercise our bodies. Are you ready?
I was born ready.
Okay, let's have it.
Mm-hmm. Left leg forward. Mm-hmm. Right leg forward. Shake your body. And dance. Come on, dance, 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 dance.
Thank you.
Get up.
We're done.
Again now.
Oh, you want us to play it?
Left leg forward. Right leg forward. Shake your body. And dance. Come on, dance, 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 dance.
Okay, thank you so much for that. That was some good exercise.
Yeah, it was.
And we'd like to remember you were on the show. So you will sign our special Bible.
Okay. Thank you.
Your name and then the signature. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ifeanyi Chukwu. Mr. Aminu Issa Suleiman, we're so grateful to have you here. We will definitely be having you back on the show to talk about other things because we know that with your wealth of experience, there are many areas we can cover. And then we have a special gift for you, courtesy Maman Aviation World. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Because Already was brought to you, courtesy Mama. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Ifeanyi. Once again, thank you so much for joining us on the show. It was amazing having you here. We have arrived safely at our destination. Thank you for flying with us. We hope that you now have good knowledge as to why delays will always be part of aviation. But most importantly, I hope you now know your rights as an air traveler. Don't forget to take advantage of them. Until next time, I remain your host, the bankable Olola, the one and only. See you next time. Bye.
Get ready, get ready, get ready with me. Welcome to Already by Mama. This is Already by